Okay, this is Brian Watkins again from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's October 24th at 1:11, 1:12 in the morning, a.m. Anyway, I wanted to put this together right quick just to give you a brief about, I forgot what I was going to say, I'm tired. Oh, the 10th Amendment. Duh, that's the crux of this video, is the 10th Amendment, so people can understand the origin of our Bill of Rights. Here it goes as follows. The Bill of Rights originally, which was ratified December 15th, 1791, unbeknownst to a lot of us, was uh, drafted for the federal government, meaning it was only meant at that time to benefit the federal government. And we all know what that means, like the people, the representatives of the federal government. That's what it was designed for. And I'll give you an example. Um, Well, first of all, let me say this. So, grab something to write with. Hurry up, grab something to write with. I'm tired. Um, Maybe a few seconds. Okay. Well, you can always reverse what I'm talking about. I'm tired, like I said, so bear with me. There's a book that I read. It's a very good book called "The Words We Live By: Your Annotated Guide to the Constitution" by Linda R. Monk. Linda R. Monk. Very good book. Now, back to the Bill of Rights and the 10th Amendment. The Bill of Rights originally was drafted and designed, made for the whole shebang for the federal government representatives. The 10th Amendment, people always get this wrong. The 10th Amendment, when they say, I don't know, throw something out there, like a government official will say, well, we can do this and do that because of states' rights. Yeah, you're right. You can. You can do whatever the hell you want. It doesn't matter. And just so you know this, when you hear the term state, when people say, well, the state said this, the state said that, they are referring to the lawmakers of that state, the legislators of that state, not the people. The people already have their rights. The Constitution already says that. This has nothing to do with you, the person. It has to do with the state legislators when they say states' rights. For example, before our 14th Amendment, which there are some negatives and positives to that. I'll get to the negatives at a later video. Before the 14th Amendment, for example, say the government wants to take your house because they want to build a railroad right through your property. We all heard of eminent domain. If they take your property, seize your property, they have to pay you fair market value for that property. Well, since originally our Constitution was not made for regular folks like us, they can take your property and not give you anything. Fast forward to the Sixth Amendment, which is you have a right to be represented by counsel. At the time, they could kind of be iffy on that. Let's fast forward to, let's say, I don't know. Oh, the Third Amendment. The Third Amendment, a right to quarter soldiers in your house, which actuality, if you read the syllabus from Roe versus Wade, and there were a few other ones, the Third Amendment does not mean word for word that it only stands for not being allowed to for you to quarter soldiers in your homes. That the crux of that case, or excuse me, the crux of that amendment was for you to regain your privacy. For example, Roe versus Wade was not about a woman can decide to have to get rid of her fetus. That was a lot of it, but most of it was a woman's sexual privacy. That was the crux of that case, and they used that with it. Um, there was a few other cases, but I can't think of them right now. So I'm tired, and I don't want to make this video as long as the last one. So, like I said, I'm doing this just like at the spur of the moment, top of my head, no index cards, no nothing. Um, Let me back to the Bill of Rights. Anyway, the Bill of Rights, like I said, were originally for the federal government. when the 14th Amendment came along, that incorporated the Bill of Rights to the people. You see the connection? Because again, when you read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, which is the same thing, you automatically think, okay, that was for us from the beginning, and it wasn't. I haven't found, maybe one of you have, but I haven't found the why that was, because I, like millions of others, thought from the jump it was for everybody, which it was not. Um, but anyway, again, the 14th Amendment incorporates the Bill of Rights to the people, for example, which is why now, for eminent domain, they have to compensate you for your property, whatever. They have to unequivocally, without a doubt, provide you counsel for trial. They have to unequivocally, without a doubt, grant you your Second Amendment right, your privacy, and your First Amendment. See what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? Um, I was gonna say something important. So I don't want too much pause in between. Oh, duh, the 10th Amendment. Now, for example, before the 14th Amendment, if states wanted to pass loitering, to loiter, you can't loiter, they have post signs, erect signs, loitering, no loitering allowed, no loitering on wherever, ordinance number 555.6A, whatever. Before the 14th Amendment, those laws were valid. They were actually laws. Now the 14th Amendment came along and invalidated just about every ordinance on the book. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. The United States Supreme Court have ruled via the 14th Amendment, loitering laws are unconstitutional, ordinances are unconstitutional, statute laws are unconstitutional. You can look all this up. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just quoting from the Supreme Court. And I'm glad it's that way because statutory laws, lots of them are unconstitutional. And I'll give you an example. And if someone can find this, I've yet to find it. I got stopped by a motorcycle cop a few weeks ago because I was riding my bike on the sidewalk, which is what I always do. If you live in Las Vegas, you would too, because people out here can't drive worth the fuck. They can't. They suck at driving. Anyway, he was nice guy. He wasn't a jerk, so I wasn't a jerk. If you're gonna be a jerk, I'm gonna be a jerk. What you do to me, I do to you. Anyway, he on his bullhorn, he can't be on the sidewalk, so I stopped and he slowed up and I asked him, well, why is that? He said, well, it's illegal, you can't be on the sidewalk. And I said, well, I'm curious because I've been trying to find an NRS code to support that, which I have, and I've yet to find one. um, he said it's illegal. I said, well, I haven't found an NRS code. Have you found one? And he was kind of lost. He didn't know, which most cops don't know all the laws, because even police, and I don't fault all police, because even the police are indoctrinated by their superiors. So in a way, it's not their fault. Then again, it is, since they are in the law enforcement business. I will explain that part at a later date with another video, like I would do with 100 more topics to come. Anyway, I digress, so I'll go back. I told him, well, per my research, the Las Vegas Municipal Code 11.40.180, sections Alpha and Bravo, sections Alpha states as follows: only place in the vicinity in Clark County you cannot ride your bike is on Fremont Street between 7th and Main, and sections Bravo B, if the city engineer rules a certain sidewalk unsafe, has to have it cordoned off, and it has to have a sign erected that says no bicycle riding. Now, because of the 14th Amendment, uh, that bicycle law pretty much is null and void. Before the 14th Amendment, oh, I was screwed. You see the connection? The 14th Amendment, again, incorporated the Bill of Rights to everybody. There is a negative in the 14th Amendment, the fact that they use the word citizen, and I will get to the definition of citizen, person, persons, people, and there are huge difference. I'll get to that at a later date. I just want to get this main thing out. So, in conclusion, when people say, well, we can do what we want, states' rights this, states' rights that, I would challenge you to ask anybody that question. Okay, explain to me so what are states' rights? I guarantee they're going to get it wrong. Guarantee it. 99% of the time, Even a judge will get it wrong. A lawyer will definitely get it wrong because I've personally questioned lawyers right downtown Las Vegas, Nevada about states' rights, and not nay one of them had a fucking clue. Period. If they did, they didn't want to be truthful with me about it. But talking, I'm pretty good at getting people listening to the monotones in their voice, looking at the pantomimes in their face, body language, everything. For the most part, they weren't lying. They honestly didn't know. They told me like they thought they knew, and I just played along with it so I can feed their ego. But I'm really thinking to myself, what a fucking idiot. How the hell are you a lawyer? You don't know that. I know that. I never stepped foot in law school or law class. Anyway, states' rights, again, refers to state legislators. State legislators can make any laws they want. Any laws, as long as they do not interfere with the inalienable rights granted to us by God, which is supported by the United States Constitution. By the way, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, because I've heard scholars even say this differently. The words unalienable and inalienable, I've heard them being pronounced inalienable and inalienable. So I personally think it's inalienable and unalienable. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So someone correct me. And also, right quick, anyone can correct me on anything. You can chastise me, criticize me, whatever. That doesn't bother me. If you want to correct me on stuff, I want you to. That's the idea. We're learning, passing along truthful, knowledgeable education. So if I'm wrong about something, saying whatever, tell me. I don't care. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I want you to do that. I want you to do that. Right now, I want to go eat, so I got to go. And that's it. So I'll see y'all later. Y'all be safe.